Okay, today we are going to take a look at Geofence messages. This is one of the most used aspects of our Gallus apps here. We see a lot of courses using them with great success, so excited to show them to you today. So if we want to set up a Geofence message, we will click into the Geofence pane right here, and it will actually show us all of the geofences that we already have set up. If you don't have any set up, it'll give you the option to create one right off the bat. So before we start setting one up, a word about how these work. They essentially work through the user allowing location services. So we are drawing a circle on the map and we're saying, if someone has my app and they have allowed location services, send them a message when they cross through the circle on the map. So here, let me explain. When we create one, we will click create right here at the top of the page, and it would take us to this page where we can essentially build the Geofence message. So here at the name, we're just going to name it anything that is going to be recognizable to us. This is only a back-end sort of thing, so no users are going to see this. So for instance, we're here in San Diego, California. Let's maybe do a Geofence message at the airport welcoming people here back to San Diego. So we will say the San Diego airport for this one. And right here, this is just Google Maps. So you're just going to type in, just like normal, as if you were on your phone or your computer, into Google Maps where you're going to take it. So let's say the San Diego airport, and it will take us directly there. So here's our circle. So we can move this circle around. We can click on these white circles on the edge and drag it either in or out to the size that we want it to be. This circle can be anywhere from 200 meters across all the way up to 5 kilometers across. My suggestion and my always recommendation is to make it smaller, not larger, just so we can target our audience more specifically. So right here, let's just make it so that it's covering the runway, and the planes will come in this way essentially, and also it's getting a little bit of the terminal as well and the area where people drive in. Always kind of a smart idea to do that. Also note that we're not putting it over any major thoroughfares because we don't want to be spammy. We only want to give people information that applies to them, right? So down here, just like with any message, we're going to choose where we're directing them as they basically get the push notification. So this is just like the instant messages portion. It will show up as a push notification, and they'll have the opportunity to tap or swipe to take them wherever you want to take them to. For this one, we're probably going to send them to an app page, and we're going to send them to your tee times, and we'll say, welcome back to San Diego. Tap or swipe to book a round while you're with us, while you're in town, let's say. So we see down here that there's a counter, just like the normal push notifications. It gives us a maximum of 120 characters. So once we have that set up and we also have the action set up, we can come down here to frequency and choose how often people can receive it. So the idea here being, you want to be cognizant of where are you putting the geofence, how often will people be crossing through it, and how often do you want them to receive it. So something like this, if someone's coming into town just for a short period of time, maybe you don't want them to receive the push notification when they get back to the airport, when they're heading out of town, basically. So what we can say is, we can set this frequency maybe to every 30 days, something like that. Someone's probably not going to be in town on a vacation for more than 30 days. If so, they're very lucky, right? So once we set that notification frequency to where we want, we can have it be active, of course. If you ever get into an off season, something like that, you can always come in here and uncheck active. It won't remove the geofence from your back end, but it will stop sending messages. So that's a good feature if you get under a couple feet of snow, something like that. We can click create here, and it's basically going to generate our geofence message. It's going to take us to a pane where we can see kind of some ins and outs of the message. So if we click in here to geofences, back on our kind of our breadcrumb trail, if you will, we'll see all the geofence messages that we have set up, and we can click into any geofence if we want to change the message for a certain period of time. So here, let me show you what I mean. When we click in, the left side of the page is what the geofence is currently. We can edit it by clicking this pencil up here at the top right of the pane. And on the right side of the page, this is our custom Geofence messages section. So say for instance, maybe it's around Christmas time. We're not getting as much business, but we want to be maybe selling some gift cards or something like that. What we can do is we can come in here and we can change the default message to be something else. So we can say, have you caught up on your Christmas shopping? Tap or swipe this message to buy some gift cards. Something like that. We have the character counter down here, and then we can say maybe we can go all the way to December, and we can say from December 1st to December 25th. Change the message to this one. This action up here, same thing. We can point them somewhere. So we can point them straight to maybe your online store, something like that. Once we have it set up correctly, we can get it going and have it going to the exact place that you want to go. So let's say maybe we were sending them, for instance, let's pretend that this member login is actually your store. We can click add right here, and we'll see that down here it will actually change the message from December 1st to December 25th to be this gift card push. So courses will use this for that sort of a thing. They'll use it for maybe upcoming events, or you could even go to your welcome message and you can change your welcome message for certain events that are happening that specific day, something like that. So that's Geofence messages. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions, support@gallusgolf.com. Or if you prefer, you can give me a call at my office. My number is 858-869-1370. Have a good rest of your day.